Hi everyone, Joe Convertino Jr., Danielle Roach for our weekly HR Minute. The responses came out pretty good.
Yeah, we got a lot of responses.
So we'll continue to have the link on
Yep.
the bottom for any type of HR question. But one that I know you've talked about a lot that came through. Someone wrote, I've been seeing a lot of articles online about I-9 compliance.
Right.
How can I make sure we are in compliance if we're audited?
That's actually a really good question and great timing. There are a lot of articles going around because, as you know, immigration, there's a lot of focus on that with this current administration. We're ramping up with seasonal workers.
Mm-hmm.
And an I-9, if you're not familiar, is the form that all employees have to fill out when they start. Typically, they show a passport or their license, social security number, things like that. And you fill it out as the employer, you have to fill it out on day one. Now, a lot of people aren't in compliance because they forget to sign it, or everybody doesn't have the IDs that they need. So one, if you're a CH client and you have some concerns or you want an overview, call us, right? That's something I can help walk you
Have a
through.
little review.
Yep. And really you want to, first thing, take a look at your I-9s. Do you have an I-9 for everybody?
Now with the with the new license now, is that gonna have an effect?
It isn't.
It
It
won't,
isn't.
okay.
It's still, on the I-9, there's a sheet at the back that says what the acceptable forms of ID are. So you're gonna wanna compare that with all of the I-9s that you have. And then the government is a little tricky in that if somebody separates, they don't have a clear rule for what you have to do with that I-9. It's 1 year from termination or 3 years from the date of hire, which is really confusing.
Wow, interesting. You mentioned audits.
Yeah.
Are they state audits, federal audits?
Federal.
Mail audits? Are they
Federal. They're
in
coming
the mail?
in. No,
They're
they'll
knocking
show.
on doors?
They're knocking on doors, and they're focusing on employers that are heavy with minority workers, so agriculture, construction, things like that. So you definitely want to take a look at your
Seasonal,
I-9.
as you said,
Yes.
landscapers, things of that
Landscaping,
nature.
yeah.
So if you'd like to learn more, give us a call, ask for Danielle to make sure you're in compliance.
Yeah,
We want to
absolutely.
make sure about that I-9. So great question. Have a great week,
Yeah.
great weekend, and remember, CH is in your corner.